were fighting against Gorgons on this particular rocky trail, and discovered a really big, nasty Gorgon. Jesse, can you please mute?
Yes.
Thank you. That, in addition to belching the normal the normal green smoke, which turned people to stone, it was also belching a nice little red smoke and had something glowing red inside of it. Its skin was a lot tougher than the other Gorgons, and you guys only temporarily lasted one of you. Lissa was turned to stone during the battle. Thankfully, you did eventually remember where you saw some diamond that you were able to crush up to fix her, and that was by dismantling the flail snail shell that you'd acquired.
Oh. A flame still killed.
Well, it was the only way to save you, Lanissa.
Damn it.
The party viewed it as worth the price to save you. Besides, you're not playing Clay, who would have loved the veil snail slow. You're playing Lanissa. She's not. She isn't the fashionista designer.
Oh no, she doesn't care about like how well it looks. She cares about the cool weapons I can make.
Ah, well, that's different. Still, would you rather have cool weapons you couldn't use or be alive?
We'll see. We're still in the
Anyway.
It's not again today, so.
Anyway, the session ended with you guys, using one of the power crystals you had to repower the transport tower and stepping through.
Let's not forget about the most important thing that we found inside the giant Gorgon.
Mm-hmm. The gem.
The red glowing gem.
The gem that should belong to. But no, people don't want me to hold on to it.
Yes, no.
Salty.
The gem of magic conducting? I don't know.
Magic enhancing, more like it.
It doesn't enhance, it just conducts.
It enhanced identify. And that's all I care about.
It made you Google.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Alright, well.
It's a track record thing, Jesse. Every time we give him something nice, he runs off with it, and like we lose his character for
He
2
like
months.
puts it in his lair and leaves it there and forgets about it.
Hey, it's an I'll give it an identified gem, thank you very much.
Last time,
there are
until I'm up.
There are other identifying magical items.
Nothing as good as that.
But this could.
But we play a game for it.
Yeah, hide and seek.
No, whoever gets it.
Whoever what?
Whoever gets the most kills.
Well, you're not currently in a dungeon. You now have left the dungeon and have arrived back at the magic school.
Oh.
Ah, yes, the perfect place for that.
Yes. Alright, let's see who gets more kills in the magic school. Get over here, Harry.
Yeah.
Let's go straight younglings on this.
Oh yeah, there we go. Music
Yeah,
change.
well, these ones will definitely fight back if need be.
Oh, definitely.
Adorably.
Not sure that survived. You saw the bodies of the previous ones who'd gone through there.
They're coming back at us with cantrips and magic missile.
Magic
Fireball.
missile, enough magic missiles, and you're dead. So.
Not if you have
shield.
No, but you can't.
I
mean, you don't have infinite usability of shield.
I mean, I'm immune to magic missiles.
Brooch.
So there's that.
Now that works. Still.
Also, they would need to see what they're aiming at.
This is true when it comes to will.
They'll need to survive by a fireball.
Any
question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and anyway,
Oh.
does this mean Planet Pirate is a go because we can teleport now, or are we still working on that?
Gotta-
Well,
You
let's
don't know it-
hear from the headmaster.
You don't know any of the other locations yet.
Yeah, we gotta go to the headmaster. We haven't reported it in yet. We just got back.
Yeah, we literally just got back.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of students that are like they're assigned to keeping an eye on this section. Who are like looking you guys up and down. And one of them like consults a little piece of paper and goes, yeah, and looks at the other one. These are definitely the ones the headmistress told us to look for.
Can you lead us to her?
Sure. And the human male is just like with a bit of hair hanging down into his face, just kind of like waves you on. His robes nearly touching the ground as he walks. Looks like they're not quite fitting properly, but he takes you there. So, did you find out what happened to the others who went through? You guys came back and didn't come back right away, so I have to assume that that you managed to survive in there.
Yes, we did. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like any of them are still alive. But we did get some good information.
It is possible some of them are turned to stone.
Fair. I did
Oh?
mark a few of them.
Well, that's good. The headmistress will want to know that, and if the danger's passed, she'll probably have some people sent in that can fix that.
Yes, we made sure that the area was, for the most part, secure. There is a little bit of a problematic area that we'll let the headmistress know about, but for the most part, it's pretty secure.
The boy nods and leaves you at the entrance to the office.
All right, before we go in, are we in agreement that we need to... What are we doing about the sparkly thing we found?
By the
No
way,
one mentions it. What
by,
sparkly thing?
by the way, Lunissa, your character was in stone during the entire time that the other characters were playing around with said sparkly thing. You have yet to see it.
What sparkly thing?
No sparkly thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
We-
let's just forget it exists for this conversation.
Yes.
I'll tell you later, Lunisa. Luni,
Okay.
let's... The
I just don't
headmistress.
trust others with this at the moment.
Yeah, it's
especially
quite
if I don't know
powerful.
their intention.
Fair. All right. Knocks on headmistress door.
The door just kind of opens a bit, allowing you inside as the headmistress kind of stands up from her desk. Oh, good, you've returned. I take it you dealt with whatever was wrong over there? Whatever had prevented the previous team from returning?
For the
yes.
most part. Yes.
For the most part. It seemed to be, well, a couple of things, it looked like. Main problem was these... Oh, hell, I can't remember what they're called. These metal-looking bull things. They were turning everything
Her
to
eyes
stone.
flash. Do you mean Gorgons?
Yes.
She kind of nods a bit and it goes to her, she's looking at her desk. She pulls out a book that's laying there and starts flipping through it. Yes. That's what I was suspecting. That site was most likely being used for manufacture of Gorgons at one point. There's a note that said something about the Gorgons going berserk and being loose control, and then whatever facility it was seems to have vanished from the record. Apparently someone managed to erase the location.
Yeah.
Well,
So I have a question.
Yes?
I can understand a facility built on a natural located portal to the elemental realms, but I cannot understand why you need a facility to create gorgons.
Well, during the time in question, she looks at the book. It wasn't us. Our country is only isn't old enough for that. This was over 1,000 years ago. In fact, more like 1,500 years ago. If my notes are correct on the timing, she says, like looking through again, and nodding. Uh, they had sent expeditions out into uh, the Chaos Islands in an attempt to create a few sites. None of the Most of the portals out there have been either destroyed or deactivated. This was, in fact, the only reason we know about this one is it was buried some. Sorry, the notes to this one were not even found by us. It was found by another group and written down in this book. And she kind of holds up a different book she showed you before, created by either some cult or some group operating somewhere else. I believe they're referred to as the Dark Knights, if my notes are correct. I'm not entirely sure who they are, but they are in control of several of the transportation towers in Eberus.
Well, we did see a bunch of people in there clad in dark metal armor.
Well, that would
Didn't we?
that would go along with
Yes,
the
we did.
notation of dangerous.
I suppose.
But once upon a time, there were several transportation towers, according to legends about about the Scarlet Imperium, that went to the Chaos Islands. And she kind of like looks over the notes. Yeah, several of them. This one, I believe, would have been either Stone Island or Statue Island, depending on on the correct translation. There's another one that translates to Giant Island. One over here, she says, looking at it. Something about the Island of Sleeping. It's just some archaic notes, and it's basically saying potential medicinal properties, and then there were some big X's saying is expeditions just do not come back from this place. The gateway has been destroyed on the other side. In fact, the gateway was destroyed on Giant Island as well, but the one on Stone Island was being used as a research facility, and then they brought it out to creating things like gorgons and stone golems with what they had been finding there and things that they've been processing from other islands.
Yes. There's a portal to the elemental plane of Earth, from what we can tell.
Makes sense.
It is currently sealed off by an iron doorway placed.
Well, that's a good precaution. I imagine that there were original safeguards there that perhaps have since failed or have been disrupted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't have one on me. One of you maybe want to hand over one of those amulets?
We have a lot
Yeah.
of them in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I think we have 4 of them.
Yeah, maybe they need to get a hold of them so they don't get stepped on.
These seem to keep the golems from seeing you, or at least
Sorry, we have 5.
as a threat.
She puts out a hand for them.
Yeah.
She hands him over.
Oh, interesting. Yes. A light enchantment that apparently responds only to specific stone golems.
Oh, and I wouldn't say it's an incursion from the elemental plane of Earth, but they do seem to take an interest in sending a little bit of an entourage of stone elementals up
Well-
every now and then.
Well, now that we know what we're dealing with, we will be much better prepared for going back.
There are also one of the things that they sent, or could be on either side, besides the Tao and Earth elementals, are these statues that don't look at them, they move. And they are very, very dangerous.
That is a bit disturbing. I think that they are mentioned in the lore somewhere. I'm gonna have to put together a small research about it. to gather some more information.
If you want one for research purposes, I do have one in my possession right now.
Oh, how so?
I was able to trap it in a contraption.
Are you willing to sell me said contraption?
Not the contraption, but the creature itself, sure.
Well, I have no way of containing it myself, so I imagine that it would be not a good idea.
I just put some intern in a room and have him look at it for a day.
Wow.
I am not. I am not in the matter of sacrificing students in this way.
Ah,
I mean,
say,
can't you just get a few students together and have them cast Find Familiar, and then have the familiars watch it? Because I don't think it cares. It only needs to be watched. I don't think it matters what kind of creature watches it. I think as long as it watched.
Still, we do not currently have the facilities for that. So if you're not willing...
Will just looks at this magical school like, don't have the facilities.
to contain something such as what you're describing, I have to do some more research on it first and make sure we have the proper facilities for it. Most places in the school are currently being used, assuming that they have not been forgotten.
If you want to buy it, maybe I'm willing to sell it. Depends on what you have to offer.
What would you be willing to sell it for?
I myself do find it an interesting, but I mainly use weapons. So if you would be in possession of a very powerful weapon, that would be of more use to me than this item would be.
And what kind of weapons are we talking about, dear?
I do have a preference for light weapons that can be thrown or stabbed, though I do...
So, a dagger, in other words.
Yeah, probably. Daggers are fine.
Just, somebody, I guess it was Quentin. I'm still hearing clicking.
Okay.
No. In terms of throwing weapons.
Or maybe, I think I'm also proficient with bows. I need to double check.
Well,
short bows.
Yeah. Wait, do I get... No, I don't get Elven accuracy, but... a longbow would be fine too. If you have a longbow.
Oh, God.
Well, I would be willing to swap your containment. Do you show her what the containment is?
Yes.
I would be willing to swap your iron flask for a bow. And she actually goes over to one of her display cabinets nearby that's like kind of tucked around the bookshelves and opens one up, pulling out a lovely bow. And she brings it over to you. Now, this bow might take a little getting used to, as it, and you did say bow as in bow and arrow and not bow as in staff, yes?
Yeah, bow as in bow and arrow.
Because you are a monk.
Yeah, no.
Also use this.
I'm proficient with longbows, good elf.
Yes.
And rogue, I think.
This bow does speak in Elvish, and you can also command it in Elvish. When you make a ranged attack with this weapon against a sworn enemy...
Oh, dear God, you're gonna give her that? Sorry, I'll shut up.
You have advantage on the roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover, other than total cover. And you suffer no disadvantage due to long range.
So what does it do
However,
again?
while your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons. Basically, this is known as an oath bow, and she offers it for you to touch.
Well, I'll check it out. Okay. Can I wait? I'll look. So, what does it do exactly? Because I do already.
There you go.
Am very proficient with long range weapons.
Oh, I take an extra 3d6 too. Holy sh!
That's some extra d6s for your sneak.
It gives me extra d6. Does it give me advantage on attacking a creature as well? Did you say?
It gives you advantage on something you've sworn vengeance against.
It's always sneak attack.
The thing is that it's the only weapon you could use against that particular enemy.
And
That's
she has
kind
the
of fine,
movement
though.
to always stay at range.
Yeah. I'll take it.
I think it's exactly the sort of thing.
Wait. What's would I know if it's a rarity? If it's less or more expensive than my iron flask would be?
That is up to you to decide. Is this weapon worth to you your iron flask with a thing inside of it?
I'm gonna go like, this is a very interesting item, and I would be willing to part with whatever with my containment system, but that would still leave the matter of whatever is contained as a reward for that.
I am offering this bow to you for the iron flask and what it contains.
I mean, that seems like an unfair trade to me. I'm selling you an item plus a creature that is very hard to find and contain.
You are selling me the contained creature.
I mean, in that case, I can just let you. So, at a later date, when you find out how to contain it yourself, can I come back for my flask?
No, this is a pure trade, unless you wish to give back the oath bow at that point.
But then I wouldn't have been gotten paid for my creature. Do you see the dilemma here?
She kind of sighs and takes the bow back from you and starts putting it back into. Well, if you don't want to sell me the flask and creature, that's fine.
How long do we have before we leave? I look at the party.
Before we leave, we're leaving pretty quickly. She would just face palm at this point.
Yeah, we have stuff to do, you know.
Sure. You can have the. Sure, I'll do the trade.
Alright, so now you have an oath bow and you no longer have an iron flask.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was a hard trade.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking take it, dude.
Like,
the iron flask is a legendary item, guys.
Yeah, the oath bow, while not a legendary item, is also bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
What's that? You have sneak attack, you have extra 3d6 from this, you have advantage, you also have your sharpshooter.
Imagine a crit with that bow.
Oh god.
Yes.
Hey, did you guys forget I'm an assassin?
That is the thing.
No.
You are an assassin. This
No,
is
we
the perfect fucking weapon for you.
Technically is the best bow in the game.
Is it?
Yeah.
guess
It's
it
one of the
is.
few bows in the game.
That is true. There is a lack of bows.
There really is.
Which is why you need homebrew bows more, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
have arrows of dragon slaying and such.
Yeah,
not a
but
bow.
that's
That-
one use.
Now, are you fighting dragons?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
I've also noticed that they changed the character sheet again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Wait, what?
They moved where the gold is in the,
Yeah.
in the inventory thing.
Oh, they did.
It's actually not that bad.
Oh, look at that. More
Some bit-
room. Oh, that's
Some bit
better.
more into.
Oh my
More
god,
into the whole thing.
my equipment weight is a little bit fucked. I think I have a lot of things that weigh weird because I have 80.89999999999.
Jeez.
What is making that? Oh, it's
Oh,
no. I don't even have coins. I have no coins.
Yeah, I don't have any coins either. They reset it, and I don't know how much personal gold I had.
Ooh, what's in your bank and such?
I have all the guild funds.
And we are poor once again.
I'm saying no. Bank and such is the guild funds that I have written down that I keep religiously. My personal funds were on my sheet, and they are gone.
Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't spend all that on things?
Does anyone have money in their character
I do.
sheet?
I do.
Yeah.
I have like 160 because that's what was left after I bought.
So,
I mean, I borrowed money from Fawn. Phaedra did, but I know she had some platinum and gold. Not a whole lot, but
I was just thinking
it's
maybe.
fine.
Yeah.
It ain't no thing.
Here's,
Phaedra doesn't buy anything.
here's the best part about being Will. Don't carry any coins.
Yeah. She had a very minimal amount of anything if she did.
So as long as you have a sworn enemy and you attack your sworn enemy, you have advantage. So you have
Yep.
sneak attack.
But if you attack with any other weapon, though, it's disadvantage.
Yeah,
But why would you?
yeah.
I don't know.
even
Yeah,
at
no say.
point blank range, you have a flat roll.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Ufu is added to my items.
And if the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6.
Yeah, it's not even once per turn. It's just whatever fucking hits.
How many d6 do you do with your sneak attack now?
I only do 2d6 because I'm like 4 levels.
All right, so, but you will get sneak attack as well because of advantage. So 5d6.
Mhm.
If it's a crit, 10d6 plus the 1d8
This is
of
fine.
bow.
Wait, I do plus 10 damage? Wait, no, that's deflect missile. It's like, wait, I do plus 10 damage? No, that's a plus 10 from deflect missile. That explains
Oh yeah,
a lot. Okay. I only do like
sharpshooter, all the sneak attack.
Oh yeah,
Crit.
yeah. Snort.
We'll need to get you some arrows, more than likely.
That's like that puts you up at 76, 86 damage for one hit at maximum.
Jeez.
That's fine.
Hey,
I'm sure that's fine.
I have 2 attacks, you know.
Yeah, I know, but you can only do.
I can
No,
only
you
do
can-
sneak
you
attack one.
You can
Yeah,
only
you
do sneak
can
attack
only do
once.
sneak attack once, but the extra bow damage would still count.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. It would.
I hate when things fall off my shelf.
So it's
and
like
hit
you
things.
have sneak attack, but it's better than your other sneak
You
attack.
have sneak attack. You have 2 sneak attacks.
You have 2 sneak attack.
It's all okay, Lyra. It's all okay,
goodness.
Vax. I mean,
Oh
Lord.
god.
After that debacle of a trade, sure, he's gonna turn to the headmaster or headmistress, and she goes, "Have you heard of anything that looks like this?" And she'll pull that small black box.
the one that the Dark Knights were holding.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. She kind of frowns and puzzles over it, and her eyes light up for a second as you notice that she's like, attempting detect magic, and she frowns again. It's like, well, it's strange, but it's not magical.
No, that's what concerns me. Those Dark Knights, as you call them, were the ones wielding these or using these. They were dead, of course, so we don't know what they were doing. If they are in control of some of these towers, we might get answers from them with these. One way or another. Or not. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. I was just curious if you knew.
Unfortunately, I do not. Will, roll sleight of hand.
Oh God.
Oh God, Will.
Ah, crap. Something that I was typing in, unfortunately, also got bounced when that happened.
Can I go buy myself some arrows and quivers?
Well, you're currently still in the headmistress's office, and
Oh,
you guys
okay.
haven't decided what you're doing next.
But yes, we are definitely gonna buy more turns.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, Will, what are you doing?
Oh, God. Let's see. Is there any possible way she saw that?
Lanisa did.
No, she did not. Listen, Melissa would probably notice that something suddenly vanished, but...
Yeah.
So, you went to the display case, or did you want something off her desk?
Well,
Oh my
no,
God, sneaky people.
Lord.
Well, everybody knows you're stealing. You can say it out loud.
Not necessarily. He might not want us to know what he's taking.
He's stealing my flask back.
No, she's currently holding the flask, unfortunately.
It is out of gnome reach.
Out of no. Will could possibly steal something from someone's hands, though. Without them noticing.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry, I've been muted this entire time because I was
Oh.
typing.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just say out loud what I grab because it's something
Well, that's what I
easy to
was
grab.
asking. Are you grabbing something from the display case or off her desk?
I think probably from the display case because that is like she's just showing them off. She doesn't need those things.
Okay. Let's see. So...
But her desk might have useful stuff on it.
Yeah, but she might need those things. That's why they're on the desk. I want to take
We'll
something.
take things that are not that people don't need.
Yeah, if you don't need it, well, I might need it more.
Oh my
Or I might
God.
find someone else who needs it more.
I find no flaw in this logic.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What's it?
No, I'm saying I am enjoying this logic. No,
Okay.
you're good.
It's
That is logical.
8,
It's
Except for it's just not yours. But beside that,
10,
let's see here.
12. Roll me a 1d12.
Sure thing.
Worst part is the only one who notices is probably someone that won't say it.
Okay.
That's one Will's flaws.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
appropriate.
There you go.
And roll me a 1d9.
Oh, that's not on the roll table. Gotta type it in. Yes.
Let's see if the item in question is portable enough. Oh, yes it is. You managed to grab a small brooch as as she is distracted.
Oh, shiny.
Yes, it is very shiny. Unfortunately, it requires a tomb. I don't think you have any attunement slots left, but somebody else might find it useful, especially considering the conversation we just had.
You also don't know what it is.
Oh,
yet.
we have another one of those now.
Yeah. Shiny. And Will kind of like takes a walk around the room and then ends up like behind, I don't know, Shiori, and then he just appears again. like behind her, walks out like, oh yeah, very interesting places. That's a nice painting. Is it moving?
No, why would the painting be moving unless it's enchanted?
It's a magical school.
Yes, and there's some magical artists who do have moving paintings, but why would I keep them in my office where they can distract me?
Sometimes you need a friend.
It's not alive.
But I would imagine it can move and be entertaining and
Make it have a funny dance.
Make it.
Uh,
Oh,
Anyway, so we've taken care of this task for you, and I believe in trade you were going to give us access to the rest of the network so we could get east.
Yes. And she then grabs up a small, newer-looking notebook, not the one she had been looking at, but another one, and presents it to you.
Vader takes it.
And this is what you got. Each page has a different symbol and comment, and there's like room for comments on each of them. Like,
Yes,
talking about some of them are controlled by the Dark Knight, by DK, aka Dark Knights, so on and so forth. And you can, if somebody would like to take control of that book and be able to be the one to take notes in it, who would like to do that?
Oh, good.
Sorry, what book was this?
The Transport Tower book.
Tower book.
I mean, I can. It's just for transport towers.
So what? It's just a book on what tower goes where, or
With the symbols for each tower, so you can. It's a symbol code. It's a code book that you can be used with the towers. It won't work in a standard transportation circle, but it will work for the closed network of the towers.
I mean, in game, I feel like Fader would hand the book to Viren. Yeah.
Viren, yeah.
So Viren has.
But
to be
out
the
of
one to
game, I don't.
Yeah,
Just take care of that.
I can try to keep track of that otherwise as well. Like
Viren has been nominated to take care of the book.
okay, but I'll write things down as a bonus.
Yeah, you can make your own copy, but I'm saying is that Viren has been nominated to take care of the book, which means he's the one in control of what notes get written in that particular one. But any one of you can make copies and do what you want with that.
I'm gonna take my own damn notes for sure.
Oh yeah. Cause we wanted to go to the airship one, I believe. Where we're not agree.
We need to go to Eslin, I believe. Let me double check my notes.
I think Eslin was the right one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Sounds
right.
right.
Started with an E, and that's the only one that starts with an E.
Yeah, so I might have given you the country name or the city name. I don't know which I gave you.
Yeah. Red banners, memory. Oh, no.
No?
Wait.
The other place you might be thinking of is Estevis, which you can get to by the via the road. There's no direct transport tower to go there.
Jack Scurry airship in Orin.
Jack might be in Orin, or he might be in Estivus. Estivus is to the east of Orin, and both are south of Madronis. But to get there, the big problem is that Orin supposedly is the northernmost expansion of the Death Curse.
I have Delator to the east.
Yeah, Delator to the east. Let me look. Hold on, let me pull up my map.
Yeah, Estivus is the. I thought that's where we were going, and it says may not be safe, is what I have written down next to it.
It's unclear whether or not Estivus has been affected yet by the Death Curse. It is to the east. It is to southeast of where you're currently at.
Here we go. I'm gonna go to the headmistress. Hey, headmistress, do you have a map?
Sure. Where are you looking for?
As far east as we can go out of the Death Curse range that we know of.
She thinks.
Yeah, because I don't have Eslin anywhere in my notes.
That's because it's Eslin is across the sea.
Yeah,
it's not on this continent.
Yep, I was like, that's not right.
It's far to the east, and probably in the similar area where you're looking to go.
Yeah, we need to go around Orin Estivus area, from what I have, or as close to Orin as we can get.
No, Orin is to the south. It's on this continent. Eslin is far to the east on a different continent.
Yeah, it might be closer to our person if she's on that side. I don't know.
Yeah, can we see a map?
Let's see if I have a map that I can show you.
What was the place called where we're going? Eslin.
Estivus.
Estivus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a map. I don't have a map to share with you that shows Estivus, but I do have a map of here of Meeg. Let me get that map out. 1 second.
Yeah, because we had a map earlier that we were looking at with the bugbears. Bugbear.
Okay, that one's from 10 EC. Where's the other one? The 10 AC is your other party.
I think we have more than 10 AC.
No. 1020 EC. Yeah, 1020 EC is where your other game is taking place. Time-wise.
I'm just gonna fetch a little bit of coffee.
Okay.
Alrighty. The maps. No, that's not the one I want. Laris. Here you go. This is. Whoops. Hold on. This is the one I want. I just have to wait for it to load in. I had this one loaded in, but I must have just posted it on the water at one point. Okay. Oops.
Here we go.
This is the map. You guys are currently. Oops, hold on. You guys are currently right there. Down here is Chult. This here is Orin. So the Death Curse is said to extend all the way up there. Hasn't gone past the Argantha Mountains, which are right here. Over here is Estivus, and she points that out. Down here is the country of Delator. Exodar is the main port on that side. There's also some other countries, like not shown. There's a big elven country over here that nobody goes to. It's fairly closed off. Over here is the Silver Ring Mountains. I mean, this map should be somewhat familiar to you guys, considering you traveled into it over 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, but back then Estivus was just a dump.
Exactly. It wasn't even a city state yet. It was just that little area you went to with the cathedral and all the refugees.
It was just dump.
And now, 1,000 years later, over 1,000
It
years
was a
later,
dump. They were drinking shit water.
Yeah.
and now over 1,000 years later, it's a prosperous city state.
And they still drink shit water. It's a
Don't know.
it's a cultural thing.
Do you mind if we mark where the teleportation points are on here?
Sure.
What's a good color y'all want for teleportation, guys?
Purple.
There's a lot of red and purple already, so
Yeah, so
Blue?
different colored.
Blue,
Blue.
maybe.
dark blue.
Dark blue,
Dark
yeah.
blue? Okay.
Dark blue. That'll work.
No, Jesse, not rainbow. Rainbow is impossible to do.
Okay. Dark blue. Okay. So we have
One.
Tawala.
Tawala's not on this map. It's on a different continent.
Okay.
We have literally one here.
Tawala
Okay.
Tawala and Ithan are both on Eberus. Eslin is on a different continent, far to the east. I don't think I have actually never gave a name to this continent.
Can you make note of that, Rick?
So we have Esland, not on map.
To the east.
She
And not on
isn't
map.
Not on
sure.
map.
Yeah, she isn't sure where Watchtower is, but she thinks it's like this little island over here.
Where are we?
Watchtower? This one? Okay.
This little island over here.
Okay.
Silver Ring Mountains, which are over here.
Chult.
Yeah, she doesn't
I mean,
know
I
where.
can.
She doesn't know where
yeah.
in Chult it is, but Chult is down this way.
Yeah. We'll just put that there. Ithan is here, right?
Ithan is far to the south. It's down. It's you remember? It's in Eberus. You
Oh,
went,
okay.
you guys went to
Okay,
Ithan in another game.
So Ifan's also not on map.
Yeah,
Belt continent, basically.
So
See, I think I actually have an older map of Eberus I can put on here. Give me a second.
Where are we?
Yeah, we're
We're up here.
yeah, we're there. Is there one here?
No, that's Orin. There's
Orin,
no transport
okay.
tower there.
Sorry, got it. And then we have a transport tower in the Stone Statue Island.
Which is also not a map because nobody can map the Chaos Islands. They wander.
Where we were, basically.
Okay.
I think.
Hi, Lyra. And Lyra just randomly jumped up on here.
So where we're thinking of going is east towards where the Pirate Queen is.
Yes, that she is somewhere off the coast over
Like
here.
yeah, okay, in this area.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know where, but it's somewhere on the coast.
So we're thinking about going here then to this
Okay.
mountain.
where was?
So this one's Eberus. Ithan, of course, is down here.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up real quick. Okay, Ithan. Got it.
Tawala is up here.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
So then it seems like if I'm misunderstanding something, can you throw up the first map we were looking at?
The Meek
Chris?
map? Sure.
Yeah, Meek. Thanks.
I thought about sending these in handouts, but you can't really point to stuff on handouts.
I'm sorry, it's bothering me, and I'm just going off topic here.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone know if Meeg is a place in the Elder Scrolls? Because I just get the.
I have no idea, but I created the land of Meeg.
I know. I'm
and
not saying. I'm not saying that.
No. What I'm trying to say is, if there is, I created this back in the 90s. So
Yeah, but Elder Scrolls has been old as well. But all I'm saying is, I just
I didn't know
remember
about it until Oblivion.
I just remember hearing Meeg sometimes when I've been playing the Elder Scrolls.
Couldn't tell you.
Nah, I guess it's just some random place.
All right, so we have a situation here, because I, for some reason, thought that we were going over here somewhere, and that was wrong.
We were going east.
You're going to a continent on the east, which is past this continent.
Wait, we're not going anywhere.
What?
I mean, we haven't decided where we're going yet.
Yeah.
Are we?
No, but my point was that you were originally making plans to travel to a continent to the east. So this is one continent. There's another continent to the east, and this is just the map of this particular continent.
Okay, and then what city's on that continent?
That would be Eslin.
How far is I guess, from the body of water in between Meeg and the continent that Eslin's on? Like, how far east are we talking?
It's an ocean.
Yeah, so that would be even longer distance for us to try to find her, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and all you know for certain is the pirates tend to travel up and down the that eastern continent, and occasionally the coast of that eastern continent, occasionally manage to make it all the way to the west to the eastern coast here.
So we need to travel to continent, to the other continent, basically.
They're more likely over there.
Yeah, we're more likely to find the pirate on the other continent. Yeah.
And that place is further away from the Death Curse.
And then we can also come back to this continent whenever we want, as long as we get.
Yes, and to the southern continent, because you have a couple locations there now.
I misunderstood. I thought the Pirate Queen was off this coast.
Oh yeah, but basically it continues off. This continues off to the ocean that goes to the other continent, and they're on the west coast on that continent, and sometimes on the east coast on this continent.
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
Their primary bases are thought to be over in that end. That's the information you've gotten.
Okay, yeah, because if this could be in Death Curse territory, Fader's not going to want to go there to put Will at risk. So,
basically, from what you understand of the Death Curse, let me see if I can get
it's the mountain line is what we got so far.
Yeah.
Hold on.
From what we know, it's like that.
Not like that. Hold on. Let me find the right thing to represent that.
Neon lime green. I don't know.
Lime green.
That's funny because that's the color I was just looking at when something.
Hey!
It's meant to be.
But let's go with this. Let's put that like right down here. I wish I could do this more in the middle here, but basically the Death Curse is, more of like a circular thing that's expanding that way. And it's basically expanded somewhere around there, which means some of those islands are okay. Watchtower is probably okay. Delator likely is not. However, places like Estevis are probably fine. But pretty much all that area is completely saturated in the Death Curse.
But of course, this is speculation. It could be further up or further other way.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's just hasn't reached us, basically, where we're here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not where you're at now.
So if we use this portal here after getting some arrows for
Lunisa,
we can get to Eslin, which is even farther from this.
Yes, it's not even on this continent.
And then if we need to come back to this continent, but not exactly where we are, we can go to here. Which shouldn't be in the Death Curse.
Right. Let me look for something real quick. Hold on.
And also, too, once we complete our thing, if we don't necessarily want to come back, or if we want a nice, safe place to rest, we can technically
make a door. That would probably be also where the death curse is currently hitting down there, considering the location of Chult to this place.
Okay.
So that's how close. There's basically just a sea in between the two.
Wait, what?
But you guys have seen some of this before.
Wait, so this is south of the continent of
so this here is south. Remember, you guys took this trip opposite way because you were when you guys are playing the other game. You guys got up from these mountains, went somewhere around here where Zaladin was at the time. We traveled all the way over to Ithlan, then went all the way over here to Tawala, jumped a ship, and then ended up on.
Yeah, we went pretty much that,
and then ended up on a ship a couple days later here in Exeter.
It's fine.
Then we made our way to here.
And then you eventually made your way here. Eventually made your way here to Orin. Made your way over here to Mistvale, and have gone off into the sea. And ended up into the Chaos Islands, yeah.
And to answer your question, well, basically that means Ifan and Tuala are over here.
Yes.
We're looking at Eslin, which is somewhere over here.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that's the non-mapped.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Area, yeah. So we're going to a brand new
continent.
A brand new world.
A whole new world to burn and ravage all on you.
To release the chaos.
No one can stop us now. We'll kill them all. We'll steal their gold and run away again.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn it.
Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
That's a little stretched, but you know.
It's much more compact than I remember. But then again, I am a dwarf, so I guess that's my point of view of everything.
Hold on. Let me
short and stocky.
And then move it.
Shouldn't everything be longer?
No. Even the eyes are compressed, so everything he views is compressed as well.
Oh, it's only 5 miles away. That's 20.
Everything is a quarter of what he thinks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's basically this.
Let's go. We're gonna go find ourselves some pirates, apparently.
We're off to find pirates. Yeah. Sort of, basically, yeah. Yeah, if that helps.
Oh yeah, I just thought that was the eastern continent, but...
No, that's the southern continent.
And this is the northern continent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the eastern continent. Wait, no, it's the northeastern continent.
Well, actually, this would be... Eslin is southeast, but... So, let's see. Let's get you back to that random battle map. And you're still standing in the headmistress's office. She hasn't noticed the theft yet. What would you guys like to do?
Yep. Give a bit of a bow and nod.
Well, are we... If we can we use the portal now and just...
Well, we need to get supplies for Lunisa.
Lunisa needs arrows.
And
arrows are, a universal thing. I'm sure she can find them wherever we go.
I mean, true.
True, but we might...
Do you think we're gonna come to some arrowless land?
I mean, we might just as well get them now. It's not like it's gonna hurt anyone.
I agree.
If anything, it's gonna hurt someone.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
Do we need to do anything to secure passage to Eslin? Do I need to send paper from you or anything?
She shakes her head. No. the tower is up and running. We sent in a test, but it's off in their old magic district, and it's possible that it's possible the locals aren't aware that it's still there.
Ooh, fun surprise party.
Yeah, let's get arrows before we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arrows before we go might be a better idea.
What, you think it's going to be a hostile interaction immediately?
Well, if you just pop out of
I
thin
don't
air
think
like
so.
you do, you have a tendency to startle
Hey,
people,
I
Will.
only get shot 1 out of 10 times, alright?
There's
That's-
the one time!
That's still more than 0.
Yeah, I would not like to get shot today.
Take a risk, people.
What? No. No.
Had enough of risks for the day. Hope you don't mind.
And does everybody have food, water, everything we
I
need?
should probably update my rations.
Mm.
I only have 5 days worth now.
Yeah.
Water's not an issue.
Oh, I still have 5 of these.
Oh, they're birds, little guy.
fishes. Yeah, I'll go with you to get some rations. Does anybody else need rations?
Now I'm fine.
I got probably 7 days worth here. I mean, quite a lot. Mostly dried things, but I'm fine with that.
Well, okay. Just think about it. We might be on a boat after this for a bit, and we don't know what kind of supplies are going to be like over there. So.
Well, you can always oversupply, but
So we go and get rations and arrows.
Yes.
All right. Do you want interaction for this, or would you just like to restock and get out of here as fast as possible?
second one.
Yeah, I don't necessarily.
All right. If that's the case, you can consult your player's handbook and determine how much a ration costs and how much arrows cost and whatnot.
Does Will need to buy? Ooh, hold on.
Oh, fuck's my player. There we go.
To me, my digital handbook.
I mean, Will is in a magical school, and he has just noticed that if he can steal from the headmaster, he could steal some,
No.
Components.
Yeah, I mean, like, diamond dust.
Oh my god.
No. Speaking of which, do you sit there and tell the headmistress about the about everything? Because so far you haven't told her about what happened there. You just told her. You haven't told her about the statues exactly.
Oh.
Don't we still have a full-on flail snail shell, or like parts of it?
No, you have parts of it.
We have
I,
pieces
I,
of it.
I gave the pricing
Yeah.
listing of what they can sell.
Yeah, I've got it.
what's left for.
Yeah, not much. Well, quite a lot, but not.
It was like 700 gold's worth of stuff.
Remember, they said that it was worth the price to save your life.
Yeah, I mean,
Phaedra
that's true, but still.
Phaedra immediately, made the decision there.
It might be the last place we can stock up on money for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, she sure would have mentioned the I mean, we did say that we marked some statues.
Yeah, Phaedra made a berry mixture and went around to I mean, I didn't get an exact number, but she marked as many as she could while she had her detect magic up. So she'll verbalize that to the headmistress.
All right.
Hey, headmistress, you wouldn't happen to know where I could, get my hands on some spell components of the more expensive kind for a cheap price?
Well, I would go to the stores. There are a bunch of stores in this area that cater to that sort of thing.
Yeah, but surely you know the best deal.
Unfortunately, I spend a lot of my duties in administration rather than going to stores themselves. I send out
Typical delegating. All right. Yes. And before I leave, you're not as good as Kai.
She just kind of stares at you.
Anyway, I'm out.
Bye, apparently.
I have a book here signed by my buddy Kai. You're not as good as him.
My buddy Kai caught me red-handed.
I completely forgot you called him Kai.
Oh my god.
Kai, he's a wonderful guy.
My lord.
So yeah, I guess Will is just being his normal stealthy, just watching over the group. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna, unless he gets an opportunity to swipe sometime and does. But that's it.
Random question. Can Fader find a fishing pool easily?
There's plenty of fishing off of the docks and such, if that's what you're looking for.
Okay. Yep. Fader's gonna borrow 3 gold out of guild funds. Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Whenever we group, we will head to use the transport to Eslin. Unless anybody else has anything they want to do.
Unless people have others.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
no. There's always diamonds in other locations.
So, you guys are, as I said, can buy components at cost from the book. You know, this includes spell components. Like whenever the book says you can, that's pretty much how much you just spend on them. Like you can buy X amount of diamond dust, X amount of diamonds, so on and so forth.
Phaedra's not going to cash in on the gems for gold because gems might come in handy because they have plenty of gold right now. You never know.
Yeah, good idea.
God, I have so many spells I can't keep track of what needs material components.
I mean, I would buy a material component, but I don't have the money for it. And I'm not about to say what it is, because then
Skull
there
of
might
your
be a
enemy.
question. Then there might be a question, why do you want this?
Is it a very expensive jar?
I can't do that yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the keyword there is yet.
Oh. Wait. Oh. I see that the spells from the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything has been added.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep.
More spells.
More decisions.
Yay, more.
More spells, more problems.
Especially these conjurations.
She doesn't really use a lot of things. She doesn't have anything that requires components. At least nothing that's expensive.
Yeah. Phaedra just got some rations and a fishing pole and some tackle.
Yeah, no, Will is not gonna be asking for any guild funds.
I mean, if you need some, we got plenty of money.
Nah, just below him to, pay for something.
So you're gonna go steal it? Got it.
I mean, nah. I mean, the teleportation ring wasn't in the Oh wait, it was in the magical school, was it?
Yep, it was in the old necromancy hall. At least that's the only path to it. That used to be on its own, and basically the school again is kind of like the Winchester House. Things kept getting billed over each other, and some things just went missing for up to 1,000 years. So,
hey, Phaedra.
Hey, what's up, Will?
We could probably use some diamond dust, especially if we want to experiment on the you know what.
On the what? Oh, yeah, sure. Do you need some money?
Well, no, I find here in the magical school they must have some material components. I'll just go borrow some.
No.
Listen. Look at this.
You listen here, old man.
No. Listen, I know what you're thinking.
Listen.
You're afraid that they're gonna catch me. But I took this from the headmaster, and he didn't notice.
You took what? Will!
What?
Stop stealing from people. It's wrong.
She didn't need it.
How do you know she didn't need it?
It wasn't a display case.
You put stuff on. You put it in a case when you're not using it. Doesn't mean you won't need it later.
No, she was just showing it off.
No, she wasn't. She probably was just putting it on a shelf because she wasn't using it.
If you're just putting out to show everyone that you have it, you're not using it.
Oh my god!
Anyway, it's quite a nice piece of jewelry. If you think anyone in the group could use it.
I already have one, and put it back!
Put it back? That's like double the work with no reward.
Put it back, Will!
But... Oh, hi, Shiori.
Oh my god.
But you gotta agree with me, Shiori. It's like double the work to go put it back now.
Take it in the first place.
Well, now it's done, and it is in the past.
No, it's not! No! That's not the way it works! Shit from the past comes and bites you in the ass all the goddamn time!
Alright, I've been alive longer than you, and the past has never come to bite me in the ass. It's very slow.
Either that or you haven't felt it yet.
Maybe I have a numb ass.
No, put it back!
It's all the way over there by those magical staircases. Do you think I'm gonna walk up all those staircases again?
Yeah, you are!
No!
Go!
Oh my god.
Go!
No!
Do it!
No!
I will put a bell on you again.
I will remove the little dingle bit inside the bell.
I will.
See, I have the little dingle thing for the silver bell you gave me before. Look, here it is.
Yeah. We have a powerful wizard in our group now. Viren, I will get him to make something that's enchanted, and you will dingle dangle all the day long. And I will be able to know where you are.
Viren, you say? I would like to see that boy try.
Well,
I bet he could make anything dingle.
Jingle, dingle.
Dingle,
what?
jingle, same thing.
Phrasing! Oh my god, the phrasing in this is horrible, guys. You're killing me for being a child.
Well,
what?
We don't.
You want to dingle my dangle dongle and make it jungle? Yeah.
Jingle, jangle, jangle. I'm back in the jungle.
We don't.
Don't abuse the youngest member of the party.
Well, I mean, if she didn't need it, she shouldn't have put it out on display.
It's hers, and we don't need it.
Actually, you know what? I need it. Here, give it to me, Will.
Well, I'm glad you couldn't come to a reason. Here you go.
Thank you. Walks up to the headmistress's office.
Oh, come on!
Yes!
Oh my god.
I love Will so
We can
much.
just give it back to the. We don't need it.
Phaedra.
I need it. Take
Phaedra.
it. Okay,
No.
Phaedra, party bomb.
Phaedra
Party
is
bomb forever.
going to. She's gonna grab Cinder off of her shoulder. Now, here, girl. I need you to be super, super cute, super, super innocent, big puppy dog eyes, and stick your tongue out and be super cute, okay? And she's going to give Cinder the brooch and put it in her mouth, and she's going to send her in the room.
There's a puff of cinnamon in your face as she goes into the room.
There we go.
We'll kind of nudge us shoulder and goes, I probably could use Cinder's cuteness as a distraction to steal something else.
Oh my god, don't you dare.
What do you
And
think?
Cinder's gonna fly in and just like land on the desk and then just put it down and wag her tail and tongue out and then fly off.
All seems to have gone well. My little Cinder churs happily on your shoulder.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, the diamond dust.
Yes. And there's the smell of nutmeg in the air.
I'm sure I saw a spell component area over here. Let me just go.
We'll get your little numb ass right back over here right now.
Hey.
We can afford it.
History won't bite you in the ass, but I fucking will if you keep stealing stuff.
Ew. That's very unhygienic.
Well, then stop stealing stuff and you won't have a dwarf bite your ass. Here. How much do you need?
I don't know. Do I look like someone who pays?
No, but you...
I don't even know what the difference between a copper and a silver. Like, which one of them is worth more?
Well, you see, this color here is called copper, and this color here is called silver. You see the difference?
I know the difference between the metals, but not in value.
Well, this is worth 1, this is worth 10.
All right.
And this is worth 100. Picks up a gold.
Uh-huh.
What is
100?
Cows.
Cows? Man, they have lost value.
Here.
1 copper is worth 1 copper. 1 silver is worth 10 copper. 1 gold is worth 100 copper.
Why does everyone want copper so much?
Mm.
It's the 10-time increase each time you go up by 1.
Oh, math.
Here. Why don't you just up... Here's a platinum. I genuinely don't know how much Greater Restoration needs. Is it 500 or 200?
Check. Fuck going into my spell list because it's too big.
Fair.
Greater Restoration.
Druid problems.
100 gold pieces.
Okay. Phaedra's going to give you a platinum. Stock up.
Platinum is 10 gold pieces?
Yeah, so you could cast it 10 times.
Nope.
Nope. Well, 100 gold pieces. 10 platinum.
Oh, 10 platinum is what I meant. Sorry. My bad. Dirt.
So this is 10 silver.
No, this is platinum. See, it's shinier than silver.
I was just fucking with you.
Fucking Will.
All right. I'll go and pay for the wares with the currency.
Salty fucking gnome.
Next minute, the second he's out of sight, he steals it.
Tosses the 10 platinum in a well, goes steals the fucking components.
Oh goodness.
It comes back. Here's the change. He just gives back 10 platinum. No, I guess Will is going to go and try to buy, but he's going to get swindled. So if he can find diamond dust, he gets it, right?
Yeah, as like I said, since you decided you wanted to do this the fast way, you can just take the price that's directly from the book, and you'll be able to find it in the city to buy.
In that case, he buys diamond dust. Goddamn neighbor hammering.
Yeah, that'll give us one set of 100.
Will comes back. How do you live like this?
Live like what?
Get paid by things. It's easy to do this.
Fucking capitalists.
No, it's not about capital. I don't even know what that means. I'm just saying, like, it's not yours. Don't take it unless somebody gives it to you. Then it's a gift. It's not yours to take.
Yeah, you can't take things that belong to people.
You take people's lives all the time.
Yeah, so then yeah. If they
I'm
are
pretty sure they don't belong to you, and I'm pretty sure if you give it to you, you take it as a
wrong.
gift.
If they are dead, they don't own stuff anymore, because that people can't own stuff.
Oh, so
then
that's a loop I can take then.
Yes.
No, I don't want a murder hobo on my hands either.
To be fair.
So when they're dead, they don't own anything. So
It seems like everyone here has different rules.
No. We trade things for other things. Lives are not something we trade or prefer to take if we can avoid it.
Trade I got nothing against. It's the currency.
Well, that's exactly what this is. It's a trade for currency. The currency just
like back in the day when people would trade hides for barley and salt. Those were the days.
We used to do that in my clan.
Exactly.
My old clan. We didn't really... I mean, we dealt with the coin and gems and stuff from the mining, but mostly we bartered and traded a lot of what we did. Quite simple, really.
Our clan as well. We didn't have much in the way of currency.
No.
I just find it odd when someone says that a coin is worth more than, I don't know, a house.
I guess it has to deal with like how rare the metal is, really.
It's not that rare.
Well, I mean, prevalence of copper down in the earth is more than silver. Prevalence of silver is more than gold, and etc., etc. So how rare it is, the more value it is.
So why are we not using gems?
I mean, some cultures still do use gems, I believe. I mean, that's why I held on to the gems for leftover from the snail shell.
You know, there are beetles that are very rare in the world. Maybe you could pay with those.
I'm sure that there may be cultures that would appreciate a good beetle.
Heading toward the teleportation thing now.
You guys are going to be very hysterically about what you're about to say. Oh God.
Sure, he's just done with this.
If currency equals rarity, then currency can be a lot of things.
Well, you're rare and you're priceless then.
Indeed I am. Don't try to sell me.
Don't try to sell me.
I might be able to get a good set of horse for you. No, you're worth more than that. Maybe a ship.
Yeah.
Maybe a pint.
Right!
One singular pint.
Oh, here's a half pint.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Cinder jumps down off of Phaedra's shoulder and just like, kind of like, does the whole like. Have you ever seen like the big dog where with the little kid, where the dog just like goes under and then like the kid ends up like riding on his back? Yeah, Cinder does that with Will.
Except Cinder is smaller than Will, isn't she?
She is tiny, but she's baby dragon, so she's not a pseudo dragon.
I mean, is she tiny in game? Because Will is small.
Cinder is small.
Oh fuck.
Cinder is basically, cat or small dog sized is the way I always look at it.
Size of like a Maine Coon cat.
Maybe. Which actually means she would be about the same size as Will, possibly.
Yeah. So yeah.
So Cinder would be staring you down.
Yep. Head through the legs, run, just goes, like, gets Will on her back and then just starts running.
I didn't realize we were in a hurry, but all right. Come along,
Will is backwards on Cinder. Bouncing.
Forward, Spice Lizard.
Spice Lizard.
I am now reminded. I am now reminded of Labyrinth and the little thing that rides on the back of the big dog.
Oh yeah.
I fucking loved that episode. I loved that part. That was just adorable.
Forward, Spice Lizard. I love it. Cinder, aka Spice Lizard. Love it. Okay, I guess we should be on our way.
Oh, I guess I can remove the brooch of shielding from my inventory.
Yeah, has no mo.
Well, never show your stolen goods to Phaedra.
You should have known that by now.
Well, I mean, he likes to believe he can change you.
Keep trying to crack that nut. She's a stubborn dwarf, but it's not out of the question, to be fair. She does have some morality questions on her mind, which Will is actually brought up on occasion. So, yeah, it's not out of the question, which could have graver results in the future. It's fine.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hurrah for graver results.
She totally won't lose her patron. It's fine. To the teleport circle.
Activate that circle.
Okay. And as you guys step through to the circle, that is when we're going to take a quick break to get more water and whatnot.
Sandwich time.
Yep.
Time to go and cook up some mulled wine.
Oh, nice. What kind are you doing?
What kind?
Or just glug?
Sorry, what?
What is it called? Like
Glug?
Oh, fuck.
Glug?
I think so.
GLGG. Yep,
No.
that is the one I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Non-alcoholic because
Well,
Anyway.
enjoy.
I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi, Vax. Come up. Come up, little guy. No? Okay. Welcome back. Bye-bye, Vax.
Man, I've been struggling coming up with an idea on how to get the gem back without anyone knowing.
No.
What timing?
I picked up my headphone and I just said gem back without anyone knowing.
Also, I haven't said back yet, but I've been back.
Welcome
Oh.
back.
Hi.
What is
No,
awkward?
no gem for Viren.
That's one of the few things we can all agree on.
I mean,
I mean, Lunessa doesn't really have an opinion because she doesn't know Varen, but
I mean, I'm gonna
Out of
make a
character.
good point when we get a bit to a more secluded location. I'm gonna make up a good
But
point.
which secluded location is that?
Nah. Whenever we get
why does it need to be
so
secluded?
nobody,
Mm-hmm.
so no one else overhears
Why
us,
does it need to be a
and
location?
I just said location because that was the first word that came to
Are you gonna try and like charm someone into giving it to you?
No. That won't
Okay.
work.
What's
Mainly
wrong with
because
that?
I don't actually have charm person.
I'm sure that would go well once they realize that you charmed them.
Yeah, and also, well, no. I can fix that part too. Modify
You can.
memory can work.
Oh, that'll go definitely go real well.
You have to remember that Will has advantage on saving throws against magic. Save with saving throws of
yeah, but,
charisma, wisdom, and intelligence.
yeah, but
also, we do have the components to restore modify memory now.
yeah, but that's not anything I'm planning because that's just gonna get Bjorn probably killed.
I mean,
Yeah.
you still need to know your memory got modified to reverse it, but yeah.
Is he really going to modify everyone's memory? Does he have enough spell slots for that?
I mean, no, but like, as long as we make it so that the person still thinks she has the stone, but she put it in the safe, like.
Oh, and they go look for it, it's not there.
I mean, yeah, but that's problems down the road. Then she might think that someone stole it, you know?
But then they would also not know who it could be. But yeah, no, that's not the plan. The thing that Baron's gonna bring up is to cast Identify on it, so when we're looking for the sword, so it can be easily identified, like instantly found the second it's inside.
That doesn't mean you need to necessarily hold it.
I mean, the sword is made out of the material that the same material that Urk has on his weapon, and it's a very rare material.
Yeah,
That's
well,
stone.
It's infused into
at
it
a
more.
distance.
I mean, I can see the merit of identifying it, but I also see the merit in having the one that can go invisible holding on to it and looking for the magical sword.
Yeah, but I need to touch it to cast a spell.
You can touch it, and then he can hold on to it.
But I don't like that idea.
If you want to use electric, so can I.
I can make myself go invisible too, so yeah.
Can you do it pretty much indefinitely?
Well,
Will can't do it
be
indefinitely.
invisible indefinitely.
No, but Will is pretty much invisible indefinitely, even without the invisibility. If you say you can find Will without his invisibility, I will give you a fucking cook and be like, no.
To be fair, Will doesn't have the amulet of non-detection anymore, so he does not protection from divination spells.
No, but what is your fucking stealth with that plus 10?
No, it's not that high, actually.
I can find him.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident.
I mean, if it's a roll-on-roll, see here, minimum I could roll on stealth is 1 plus that, if I'm using path, pass without a trace, 22.
Yeah, the minimum stealth goes.
Maximum 41, but I think Lenissa beats me.
In stealth, yeah, yeah, 42. I beat you in stealth, yeah. I don't beat you in perception because like a 41 in perception is very hard.
But then again, Will rolls with advantage because of the boots.
Yeah.
So if we go by passive rules of passive stealth, if we want to do that, he has a +5 always. Also, so plus 16 to the roll, plus another 10, so that's a minimum of 26. No, 27.
AKA sneaky ass bastard.
when I was looking for the magic items in the Tasha book, I was like, "Oh, look, a new cloak Will could have that makes him able to hide in plain sight." And I'm like, "Why would Will need that?"
I knew this.
Will has the cloak of visibility already.
I'm like, "But it will be nice just to have another thing."
It will be nice just to be even more hidden.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because like that one is like always active.
Mm.
It's like, oh, and I like how it specifically says it can only be tuned by druids or rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it makes sense.
Stone druid.
I liked that I thought about this little build a long time ago. How long ago? Probably 1.5 year now. No?
It's been over a year since you've had it. Since you got the cloak back in the 40s.
Damn. Not back in the 40s, eh?
Back in the episode numbered like the 40s, maybe 50, but I think it was the 40s.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about when Will went multi-class rogue.
Ah, okay.
That was way in the beginning. Back when he was like level 4 to 5 or 5 to 6.
Yeah. I know my druid and my Friday. Oh, it's been every Saturday right now because of my work schedule. But my one campaign I'm part of. I went part monk with him now.
You went what?
Part monk with the druid.
Ah.
Because apparently the wisdom AC still affects your wild shape form. As per the rules of the wild shape, it says your class features work.
Hey, Will, let's start a business.
Depends. Does the business use currency?
No, actually.
Oh, good.
We'll go up to a store, right? And we'll be like, okay, so we're in the anti-theft department. If you notice anything missing, it's because you haven't got a good alarm system. And then there's just you in the background stealing, I don't know, fucking jewelry or some shit while running out. See that? Somebody just stole from you.
God, what an awful world if we installed alarms where everyone could notice, even Will.
Oh no.
The robe of many eyes.
Is that even possible?
We have that though.
No, you
Valthor
don't.
has that.
Valthor has that. Valthor's not in the party anymore.
I mean, he is, but he's settling down at the moment, even though that he didn't do much adventuring, but he did something. So he'll probably come back at some point because plot. I mean, glowing hair, that's got to be a thing, right?
I mean, we're basically fighting your daddy, so yeah.
Precisely.
Wow, this
So he's
adventure
still
is
part of
really
the
daddy
group.
issues, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. I mean, is there anything wrong with daddy issues?
Anyway, are we gonna go now?
On another note,
Shuttle.
Yeah, just waiting for shuttle.
I'm just gonna go and grab another glass of malt wine.
I want to be drinking with you.
It's non-alcoholic.
Aww.
Oh,
What's
wait,
the
hold
point
up.
of non-alcoholic wine?
Wait, that thing
So-
exists?
Yeah, it's called grape juice. He's drinking grape juice.
Well, I like grape cordial.
Question for Grizz.
Yep.
How long have we been in this world part thing? This since we came. It wasn't like what 3 days now.
Yeah, I think so. It's been like at least a day or two.
Man, we were quick.
I don't know if I
Done
don't,
and dusted.
I mean, from talking to some random goblins in an alleyway, we went up and talked to the headmaster of the college. It's like you're playing Skyrim. Yes, you random person, you're part of our guild now. All right, you're the guild leader.
Wait, what?
What happened?
So wait, you're the guild leader of the mages, but you're also the head of
Of the
fucking
assassins. Woo!
assassins, the
And
thieves
fighter
guild,
boys.
just head of every guild in the entire.
Yes, and apparently also the the watch of the people of the Jorvaska building champions. No, what are they called?
I think they're called the
werewolf.
champion.
The champions, yeah.
What are they called that? That's a
Yeah.
stupid name.
Yep.
So I call this meeting of all the heads of all the organizations to order. There's just one person.
Just one person sitting around the round table.
One person.
Sits there, goes, I'm very important.
And there's just like all the chairs, and each one has a different hat sitting from it. So
She writes down on a note like, all in favor of calling me important? Aye.
Ah, Phaedra's back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Party mom has returned. Hi, Vax. Sweet little boy. Sweet little boy. Is that everyone ready to continue? And discover what is on the other side of this particular transport tower?
Yep.
To Eslin. Okay. So, you arrive in a dark space. It feels cool and a bit, I guess the term would be musty, would be the best way to describe it. And of course, there's no light here. Those of you with dark vision can see that there are stone walls and what looks like some kind of bricked up, but only loosely so, edifice with at least a few holes punched in it. What looks like it was once a doorway.
Will walks up and looks through one of the holes.
yeah, I'd like to do that as well.
All right. So you look through one of the holes, and looks like you're looking into some kind of storage cellar. You see bags of some kind of grain. You see a few barrels here and there, and of course you see a small rat who goes squeak and runs off once it realizes it's being observed.
Oh no, he's gonna tell on us. Well, we're in a cellar.
Seems so.
All right.
Well, we're gonna have to get out through this. It's the only way I can see getting out.
Does this bricked up wall look sturdy?
Let's see. Roll a survival check.
God, are we already planning to break down?
Well, it looks like it's been there for quite some time, and that it's been slowly wearing away on this section. The holes especially tell that story. It looks like the rats have been slowly eking away through through into whatever space you're currently in from whatever space is over there. So the rats have figured out ways in, and they've been using these tunnels, but probably somebody just smacking on this wall here could probably pry open the bricks.
We'll just try, see a loose brick down at the bottom that would crumble most of it.
Well,
With that survival check, you did not see anything quite like that.
last time I tried to mess with rubble like this, it ended very, very badly.
Well, do you want to get through?
Yeah, I'm just saying be careful.
Get some light if we can.
Don't worry. Careful is my second name.
Yeah, Phaedra will assist.
We'll cast Gust of Wind and blast the wall.
All right, somewhat of a stealthy approach.
Hang on.
Okay.
Can I see that he's casting Gust of Wind and counterspell it?
You can if you want to.
Yeah. I'm like, Will, no. Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Oh,
Wait, Phaedra said carefully.
wind is quite careful.
Yeah,
Not that
and
spell.
I'm blasting it away from us.
I thought water was careful, but no.
Hey, nature is itself very careful.
No. It's really
How
not.
about you do it without magic?
Fine. Pokes it with stick.
Tap,
Tater
tap,
will click
tap,
her
tap.
flying boots and start picking up rocks and
Yeah.
bringing them down.
All right.
Try to
Survival-
carefully.
Fate survival at advantage. Since you are a dwarf who would understand these things.
Hopefully.
Nope. Apparently, your normal skills are failing. Your stone cutting is failing you. You attempt to pry a brick with your fingers and can't find one that's loose up there.
Damn it.
Will this assist you? I'll hold on to the crowbar.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. And she'll like find a nice crease and then just try to start popping them out using the crowbar.
All right, strength check with advantage.
Yeah.
All right, so you start poking through bricks, and you can hear them plinking on the other side of the wall as you jam one thing in to pry one out, and it just like pushes it all the way through. And you hear some more squeaking of rats, and you hear a few other things prink as a few more bricks get loosened. And eventually, you hear a squeaking sound that doesn't sound like a rat. It sounds more like a hinge.
Got a door
Something.
opening.
Yeah. Is most of the wall been pried at this point, or is it still
Oh,
a few?
There's like a not even a gnome-sized hole in there, but there's enough of that it's definitely noticeable.
All right. But we should probably still hide off to the side of it. Out of view of the hole.
Yeah, you're like on the transport tower.
How big is the room we're in? Because is it like a small corridor to this bricked off part, or is
It's basically the same as the other transport towers the other two places you visited before.
Alright.
It's like
So
it's an
there's-
area, but it's got the entrance to it has been completely bricked over.
Why is this bricked over? It's extra storage space.
Yeah, sure is just gonna try to hide out of sight of the.
So they were. They were taking bricks off from like the top layer.
Yeah,
Okay,
from up top. That's where she was going.
But Will was looking for a hole down
And-
below.
Yeah, you're just seeing rat holes.
So Will is still looking through the rat holes whilst hiding
Okay, so
because he's beneath the big hole.
and you've got the ability to completely hide yourself. Yeah. So
He got invisible.
yeah, so you look through the hole down below, and you see what looks like booted feet coming through, and you can actually hear it echoing, and you kind of hear a voice mumbling in Elven, saying, which of you guys speak Elven?
Hi.
Baron.
Speak Gnomish.
Speak Elven.
Yeah, so those of you who speak Elven kind of hear an Elven voice muttering something about, the rats are messing with my storage goods again. And looking around, they seem to be pausing for a moment, and you can see that the feet are now pointed in your direction. Will, and hey, that's a new hole. It's a lot bigger. I should. Seems to pause for a moment. You hear tapping. I'll send Gus through, and you can take care of the rats that are getting in through that hole. You hear booted feet. The feet turn around. You hear booted feet going back up some stairs.
What did the person send? It was going to send in.
You don't know. You don't speak Elvish.
All right, shit.
sure you'll kind of, as soon as he's out of, she'll explain what he said, basically. I don't know who this Gus is, but I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, if only we could have blasted through this wall.
That would have been very loud.
Squeak! Clamp, clamp, clamp,
Oh my
clamp,
god.
clamp.
Mission to
Blast
stab.
stones in this person's face.
Again, a voice in Elven seems to be cooing. Alright now, Gus, you can take care of those mean old rats that are behind that wall. It should be big enough for you to get in there. And all of a sudden, a furry cat face appears in the hole that Phaedra had been making, and a cat comes flying into the room.
So Will is just beneath, like as the cat drops down. Can you just catch it like cover its mouth?
Yes. Roll your dexterity check and animal handling.
Is this a cat napping?
Hey. Nice. So okay, dexterity to catch.
Yes.
Do I get advantage because it doesn't see me?
Sure.
Well, I did click. Hopefully it rolls at some point,
Maybe.
It will eventually.
perhaps today.
Or two.
There it is.
And animal handling without advantage because.
All right. So you snag the cat as before it can land. The cat looks like it's about to let out a big meow. And animal handling.
Well, here it is. Oh. Hmm?
Here,
Shut up.
Yeah, and again in Elven you hear, Gus, you okay in there?
Will imitate a cat.
Can you imitate a cat?
Wow.
Okay, Gus. You enjoy those big rats. Clunk, 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 and whoever it is has gone back up the stairs and shut the door again.
Will removes his hand from the cat's mouth skull. Listen, Gus, we gotta work together here.
Cat starts struggling a little bit.
Will can speak small animals.
All right, what do you say to the cat and small animals talking?
Shut up and deal with the rats. We're not your problem.
The cat gives you a serious look and quiets.
Alright. Back to work.
Phaedra starts popping out more rocks.
Oh, this is silly.
Mm-hmm.
Clink, clink, clink. Give me another strength check and advantage, Phaedra.
Do you have athletics at all, Phaedra?
Yeah, I do.
All right, you can use that.
Hot damn.
All right, so you make fast work, and soon you have managed to get a hole that will at least allow your gnome friend to get through.
Here you go, Will.
How dark is it on the other side of the room?
It's pitch black.
I'll transport to the other side. If I can see it, I can get there.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Oh, yes, Linny, so I can do that too, but not everyone
Alright.
can.
I'll go through and make sure Linissa doesn't stab someone.
I look like, what are you gonna do?
Whether you just stay out
Yeah.
of sight.
Will is no longer invisible. I'm gonna have to remove him a couple of minutes.
The cat, meanwhile, has pounced on a big rat and is starting to munch on it.
See, we even got on this. There's an alibi. It was a very big rat. now.
All right. So the two of you are now, unlike the rest of your party, are now standing in what looks to be a storage cellar filled again with sacks of grain and various barrels. There's also the occasional, looks like discarded piece of equipment down here. Like there's a very rusty shovel. There's what looks like a rusty set of shears of some kind. And what looks like a chair that's falling apart.
I might.
Well, now that we're on the other side, what did you expect us to do?
We still gotta get out. That's what we're gonna be doing.
I mean, you can keep an eye out for the guy.
Fine.
With that squeaky door, we don't need an eye, we just need an ear.
Oh yes, but
Well, just now you can actually react a little bit better being on that side.
exactly.
If things go hostile, I don't know if this person is hostile or not.
And he threw a cat at me.
It seems more like this might be an establishment of some kind that was not aware of this.
Let's just hope there's an easy way out.
Doubtful.
There's only one way out of the room that me and Linus are in.
Yeah, there's a set of wooden reinforced stairs going up.
Right.
And with how squeaky that door is, you can't get a good look at what's on the other side.
Is there a crack underneath the door? Can you see anything through to the other side?
Will kind of sneaks up the staircase and checks.
And yes, there is a small crack under the door.
That'll give
Yeah.
us full extra time to figure out what to do.
Maybe I can go outside, seeing they are some type of elf.
I mean, is it dark on the other side?
No, it's actually got more light up there. There's a little bit of sliver of light coming into from under the crack.
I try and stealthily open the door.
No!
Roll sleight of hand.
No! It's
I
a
was gonna
squeaky.
send Cinder through.
It's
Uh,
a squeaky door.
You're nowhere near her.
I
She's-
know. I was gonna
she-
wait until I got on the other side.
I don't
So,
get
so
advantage.
Melissa is used up. You don't get advantage?
I don't know why I would get advantage.
I'm wondering why you rolled with advantage. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
because advantage was still on because I wanted to test something.
Alright, so you hear squeak as Linus starts pulling the door open.
Short face palms.
And the rest of the party can't hear this, but you and but Melissa and Melissa can hear this because it's in Elven, and of course to the gnome it's just Elvish that you don't understand. He's like, what in the why?
And we'll
There's a big
we'll cast
That's
we'll
your
cast
voice
Will,
and some stomping coming down a hallway.
Will is going to cast conjure woodland beings and conjure 8 fat rats that come running out the basement door and run out wherever and spread out and just run.
You hear a loud cry of alarm. It's like, and Melissa, you're hearing, rats! They must have eaten Gus! No, this is terrible! And you hear clattering, and you hear, you basically hear a sound of metal against stone, and you hear whump, a whump. No, get back! Whump.
They used to spray some raspberry. I'm like, go, Linus, go.
I just walk out the door.
You seem to be in some kind of home, actually. You're looking up and down a metal corridor. You smell the scent of baking bread. That's off to one side, and off to another side, you see what looks like a lounging room with some pieces of wood and cloth furniture, where people can sit down and hang out for a bit.
And I
And
presume
you see a
there's
couple of the
someone-
big rats.
I also presume someone's on the ground or something.
Someone nearby, like sounds like this from the direction of the kitchen, is currently trying to defend themselves against the big rats that Will conjured.
Yeah, and apparently I'm looking at the spell now. It is woodland beings, but it's rats. It's
Yeah.
Fey rats.
Well, yeah. It's like you hear an elven voice go, "What? It just plumb disappeared. What the? Die! That one disappeared."
I just walk into the kitchen. Hello, I'm sorry about that.
You see an elven man with
It's a spell slot for that one.
wearing a straw hat and dressed in overalls and with some stains of flour on themselves, kind of like looking up and going, what?
Yeah.
What? And he's just like looks very surprised to see you, possibly just because anybody in particular in his kitchen, or perhaps your appearance alone is enough to startle him.
Don't worry, we're like distant cousins, kind of.
What?
Are you okay?
No,
Do you
I'm
need
not
some
okay.
water?
I'm not okay. There's lots of rats that have gotten in here. And where did you come from? And are you one of them water elementals?
No.
But you're blue.
Will just looks from the staircase over to the wall that everyone else is at and just like he gives the look of what the fuck am I supposed to do?
You can't quite see the wall from the staircase. The staircase is basically there's a bunch of little storage things down there, and then the staircase is in the other side of the room off to the side, and then goes up. So you can't actually see that wall from the stairs.
Phaedra's trying to get rocks out this entire time. She's just keeping working.
All right.
know, sir,
Another
very-
strength check from you, please, Phaedra.
At advantage.
Sure.
I'm just gonna say, sir, that's a very mean thing to say to a person you just met.
What incarnation are you doing in my home?
We got kind of lost.
He's kind of brandishing the what you now see to be a shovel in your direction.
Phil?
That's very cute, sir. But we're just gonna.
Yeah, I was thinking it does remind me of a little Phil, except this is an elf.
We just have we are heading out. We're sorry for the disturbance. We just somehow ended up here. We don't really have time to explain. Where are we exactly?
You're in my home. You didn't answer how you got in my home.
Magic.
Are you one of them wizards?
I am not a wizard, but I have a wizard friend, and that's
Hey, where is your wizard friend? Are they hiding? Are they stealing my stuff?
Do not want to be a fish.
the wizard friend doesn't steal stuff. So it's fine.
The hole that Phaedra is now open is now wide enough for Viren to slip through without using magic.
Oh,
And Shuri.
yeah, I mean, I could have easily gotten out with magic, but I don't want to spend
Yeah,
myself lost.
Phaedra and Urk, it's still too small to easily accommodate. Phaedra because of her armor, Urk because of his bulk.
Sir, I'm very sorry for the disturbance. We just didn't know where we were going to end up, and we happened to end up in your basement. Your cat is fine, don't worry. He's fine. But he's very nice. My friends were just scared, but you don't seem like you seem like a very nice fellow. So I thought we can have
Roll a persuasion check
do you
for me.
Yes. I keep forgetting I'm actually pretty decent. I mean, for I forgot Lunissa can't roll high on every on.
he's still brandishing the shovel. It's like, I don't care who you are. You and your wizard friend better get the hell out of here.
All right,
Yeah,
so
they're kind of stuck, but as soon as they're ready, we'll leave. Don't worry about it.
You get
uh,
you get. Are you responsible for these? And he kind of points at the rats before swiping down at another one of them and seeing it vanish as it gets hit.
Oh, don't worry about them. They're not real.
so
I didn't ask if they were real, but I was asking if you're responsible for them.
So-
I myself am not.
Your wizard friend, then.
Let Tobias speak.
is this the world where we went before when there are no gnomes here, basically?
No, this is not a world that doesn't have gnomes.
Double
you-
negative?
Sorry, I meant to say, no. This is not the same land as the land that did not have the gnomes. That land also did not have elves. They just had drow. Well, they didn't have
Okay.
elves like this. This looks
Okay.
like to be a wood elf guy. They just had drow in that world. Or, sorry, not world. That continent.
Right.
That's the
Right.
isolated continent of no, Caldonis, something like that.
All right. Well, right. Time for sneaking is over. Let's just get out of here. Will just walks out the door and just walks past through the room and goes for the exit. Just goes, your house is part of has a portal network in it. Deal with it. Goodbye.
The elf switches from elven to common and goes, "What the? A transportation network? Is that why I got this place so cheap?"
Probably.
Yes,
Golly,
exactly.
this
You should
is
have read the
terrible.
contract more thoroughly.
That was years ago now.
You can ask for a toll for people who come
God,
through.
just how many are you?
Well,
So
let's
what-
see here. We have an entire dwarven legion.
Short face palms.
He kind of
50 skulls of elven archers.
he kind of wrinkles his brow. Dwarf, you say? Dwarves here?
Oh, good.
I ain't never seen a dwarf.
We have 5 dragons and a.
Now you're pulling my leg. There ain't no such thing as dragons. There's some Western
2
superstition.
kettle witches and a.
There's no such thing as
Archer Juniper tree.
If only Viren was out there listening to this.
5 coops of chickens.
Sure, he went out just to see what the fuck was going on and heard this as people.
Yeah, Viren's just in the cellar waiting for Phaedra to
Oh, is this
get
fresh
it wide
bread?
enough for them. Oh, also, Viren, you said that there was the shovel down here, right?
Yeah, there's a rusty shovel and some other rusty
Yep.
tools.
Putting that in. I'm gonna need that eventually.
Oh my god.
You're a fucking farmer. I think that's like costs like a copper piece.
Why does he get to steal?
No
Nobody-
one saw him.
I'm literally the only person in the cellar at the moment.
Yeah,
No,
Phaedra's got the top and run.
at this point, Phaedra and Urk are getting out of there, and the fluffy cat Gus is now whisking through your legs and heading up the stairs.
Fucking hell. Phaedra makes her way up.
Yep, I'll follow Phaedra.
Shuri will,
Yes.
as she was at the top of the staircase, she's gonna look over at Phaedra and kind of motion to, like, her own shoulder, where Cinder would be on Phaedra.
Mhm.
Kind of like a no kind of thing for now. She's not sure how the person will deal with a dragon.
Snaps fingers, goes into a pocket dimension.
Yeah, but as soon as everyone's out here, we'll leave. We'll pay for the damage.
Well, it's not really
Damage? What kind of
We
damage?
haven't really done any damage.
I mean, Phaedra is digging her way out, so technically.
No, it's an
digging.
expansion on your cellar.
And Phaedra will, I guess, walk up.
Yeah, I walked up with Phaedra.
Are you guys all going into the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right. So first, he starts seeing Phaedra. It's like, golly, you really are a dwarf, aren't you? You don't quite look like a gnome or a halfling. You're too tall. But you ain't a human either. Wow.
No.
Never seen a dwarf before. And then Urk, I imagine, comes up behind her, yes?
So,
He just slams his back into a cabinet, going, "Holy, what? Are you some
Dragon.
sort of friggin' lizard?
Dragon.
rawr.
That's a dragon? I've heard stories
No,
about
he's a-
dragons. They're supposed to have wings.
I will breathe fire.
He's not a dragon.
He
he's a-
looks like one of the damn lizard people.
Well, he's
You're a lizard.
Harry.
No, he's an elf.
You're
Well,
a
ain't
lizard.
got no truck with lizard people.
He's, don't worry, he's not a lizard person.
No, he's known as Dragonborn.
I could major image into a dragon.
He's also harmless.
You don't look
You calling
harmless.
me harmless? I'm not harmless.
He's actually
Yeah.
quite a talented musician.
You're not harmful to me.
Yeah,
She
you
looks over at him.
Well, you should probably cover him up before you go outside. None of the locals are gonna like his kind. He looks too much like a lizard.
I'm gonna walk around playing my music silently.
Yeah, he's not one to
Quietly,
hide.
I mean,
Can you even play
Playing
heavy metal
music.
silently?
yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
It's,
It's
a heavy
called
metal lullaby.
Doom while no. It's called playing Doom at 2 a.m. while your parents are sleeping. Heavy metal, but it's quiet.
And what is the issue of Dragonborn?
Well, I don't know about these dragonborn types you speak of, but he looks like a lizard. And no one
what's
run
wrong
around
with
here has got to
lizards?
like the lizard trick. They raid from down south all the time. There are even bounties out on their scaly heads sometimes.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay. Shori, what happened to that hat I got you?
She gave it to... She got thanks for saying. I gave it to... I gave it to Beast to give to somebody.
Oh, when Beast got eaten. Okay.
Before then. But I don't remember who he was trying to give it to.
I don't know
Didn't
either.
I give it to Talon?
Yeah, I just remembered.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember where it was.
Talon would basically would have had it, basically.
Yeah, I forgot.
But Beast said he'd wanted it for the person we cannot remember.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All right.
Let's just remember this house and sorry, what's your name?
Well, I'm Sammy.
I'm gonna call you Harry.
He just kind of stares at you.
Faye
My
just
God.
thrown
That
that
ain't my name there, gnome.
I didn't say it was.
He's
What is a name actually?
Don't mind him. He's
unique.
It's just a sound you make to get someone's
Yeah.
attention.
a unique. Don't mind.
Hey, Squabby! Who looked?
Yes, I mean, oh god.
There you go. Squabby is over there.
I think I'm missing a sock.
Oh dear. So Sammy, I don't know if anybody explained, but there is a teleportation network connected to your house.
Yeah, the blue one there. She's been telling me about it a bit.
Okay.
And
Would-
and the gnome. I don't think I got your name.
Oh, people call me Will.
Well, it
I
is then.
call him Hopper.
When have you
Hmm?
She's just like, when have you ever? Basically, like,
Huh?
so confused.
So I do apologize for the inconvenience. But would it be we might need to come back through this way to use that circle to get back possibly? I don't know. But you
mean-
do have something connected to a network. Huh?
I mean, we're asking for permission, but if we don't get it, we'll do it anyway.
I mean, this is our only way back. Really.
If you do not mind, that would be most preferred.
He kind of nods a little bit. I guess it ain't like I got a choice here now, is it? And he kind of like eyes the group of you. But like I said, you really don't want him going out there unclothed or something. He points at Urk, because the locals, they aren't going to take kindly to one of his type.
Racist.
Well, I could turn him into a bunny, but I'm kind of out of power for that.
Again, I could turn myself into a dragon.
But it would be more fun to turn you into a bunny.
I
That would
mean,
I can make
things
him
more
invisible.
efficient.
Yeah, that's an option.
I could turn him into a bunny.
Nice.
Why do you
I like
guys
your
want to
thinking.
turn me into a bunny?
I like your thinking.
But if invisibility would work as well.
If you want to save your energies, I don't have a whole lot of magic, but it seems to take a little less time for me to regain mine than you. All right, come here, Urk.
Huh? What now?
Yeah. Phaedra is going to pull out. Yeah. She's going to pull out 50 gold. And
So
she's
you're
going
bribing
to
me to stay quiet.
listen. She puts it on the table in front of Sammy.
He kind of like looks at it with a strange expression. What's with them chips of metal?
Oh.
Not of my own maker.
Hey, we were talking about this earlier.
That's like Christmas selfie.
So what kind of currency do
damn
you
it.
use here then?
What is valuable in trade around here? What do you usually barter with? Tell me.
Sorry. He kind of like looks at the group of you and says, "Are you trying to trick me?"
Oh no, absolutely not. If anything, I like you more now that I know you don't care for coin.
Roll persuasion.
No, okay. Persuasion.
Do you have any currency?
Oh!
Natural 20, nice.
And he kind of like, digs into one of his pockets and he pulls out something small that it's not exactly, it's sort of coin shaped, but it also kind of looks like a beetle.
Are you kidding me?
Is it a beetle?
No, it looks like it's some kind of stone. It looks like it's some kind of stone or compressed gem. This one in particular happens to be brown in color.
Oh, look, it looks like a beetle.
Well, what do you know, Will?
This, by the
Well,
way,
what
is
did I
why.
say before? There are some rare beetles out there.
You did.
This, by the way, is why I was laughing so hard when you guys were talking about that. I was like, oh my god. They're gonna love this part.
Well, look, we found the place with the beetle currency.
Cool. Do you usually
Yay!
just find those under rocks and roots or something, and then just use them at the market, or
Oh, this ain't a living beetle. Nobody would get rid of would use good food like that for currency.
I suppose.
Food! What?
But but no. This is what our sovereign declared is the proper currency. It can only be made in the palace.
What is made of?
It's made out of some kind of gem. I don't know.
Gems.
We do have some gems. So, Phaedra will then.
Don't be a picky eater, Urk.
Bugs are nutritious. She'll pull out about 50 gold worth of the gems that they got from the flail snail shell.
The man kind of looks at that and just kind of backs up a little and puts up his hands. He's like, I ain't a miner. I'm a farmer. I shouldn't be having stuff like that around me.
Phaedra, you don't understand. Is this Sparta? He's obviously some kind of baker.
Well, I'm a farmer, but I also bake some bread and some other stuff.
I can smell that. I saw some bags of flour in down there. What if I maybe could get some, I don't know, cooking utensils, maybe some fresh tools.
You want Will to become Kurt?
No.
Oh! Hold up!
Oh.
Phaedra pulls out the alchemy jug.
Oh.
Well, if you don't deal with currency, how about, do you like to imbibe and drink?
Well, sure. Who doesn't?
How about this? You let us come back, and if you have a barrel or something, I can fill it up with ale or wine for you.
Oh, that'd be quite nice. And he kind of looks down at Will and says, well, I really don't got any spare tools to trade. I got all that I can out here. You can probably find some tools down at the market.
Can't that jug make mayonnaise?
Yes,
Make what?
Mayo?
Yes.
Yes,
2
it can.
gallons. So Phaedra will basically she'll put the jug on the table and be like, I can make a couple of things. I can make you, and she'll give him the choice of what he needs. It doesn't have to be beer, but she'll be like, I can make 4 gallons of beer, 1 gallon of honey, 2 gallons of mayo, quart of oil, 2 gallons of vinegar, 8 gallons of fresh water, 12 gallons of salt water, or a gallon of wine. What would you like, sir?
Oh, I recommend the honey. That doesn't go bad.
He seems to be thinking for a moment and then asks in a soft voice, how much oil did you say this thing can make?
A quart?
I could really use a quart of oil.
Okay. And she'll pull out the cork for the oil.
He
And-
goes and pulls out a jar that could fit it.
Yep. And she will say oil into the jug, slosh it around, and there you go.
And he goes and sniffs at it for a moment, kind of nods and closes the jar. That's got to be some good oil.
We have a deal then. Well, enjoy, and we'll get you something else on the way back if we need it. And she puts the jug back in the back holding. All right. And can you show us to the door, Sammy? Thank you. Sorry for intruding upon your house. Didn't mean to be rude. Honestly, we weren't expecting this to be in the cellar of somebody's personal home.
Quite an odd place for the portal.
It
Yeah,
is.
did a wizard live here before?
I don't know. I mean, This is part of Old Town where, yeah, some really old, some really old ruins used to be, and places that still had good bones. We just started building houses out here, and especially in the farming areas.
Well, actually, if you think about it now, this teleportation network has been reactivated. You might be able to get some good money for the right person for this area now. I don't know.
Well, assuming if they have the right money. I mean, you were trying to give me some of those weird metal bits and some,
Yeah.
gems that I ain't supposed to have.
Wait, what do you mean you're not supposed to have?
Well, like I said, most of the gems go to the sovereign, and the sovereign decides which ones get turned into money and get redistributed, and which ones get to be kept and given as gifts to noble houses and stuff.
Oh, so the wealth is regulated here. Very highly
I guess
interesting.
if you want to say it like that.
Hmm.
Now, don't you be hurting any of my chickens or my hogs when you go out there, okay?
Oh God.
And he kind of like takes you guys to the door
But
and shows you out.
remember,
Hmm.
make sure Urk is invisible before we
Yeah.
exit.
Thank you. Fader will turn Urk invisible.
If you covered him in feathers, we could pass him off as giant poultry.
A giant chicken.
Mhm.
But then we'd be messing with his chickens.
I mean, we've already explained why Urk is invisible, Jim.
Just because he's invisible doesn't mean he's not gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more to not being seen.
He'll
I
be
mean,
quiet.
you're
quiet.
invisible. You're not deafened.
Okay,
You,
so
you're not silent.
Oh no, are we walking
You'll
around with a soundtrack now?
Apparently.
apparently,
We have our
so-
own theme music.
yes, you do, and it's actually quite nice. You rolled high on that performance check earlier. Uh, so exiting what appears to be a stone farmhouse, I discover, of course, there are several pens around. There is a more muddy section which appears to hold the hogs who are currently rooting around. Some of them pause to look up at you. Another pen that holds chickens and the like that are just kind of pucking at the ground. There also appears to be a small field where some things are being grown. It looks like wheat is being grown here. Along with what else is here? It looks like some other types of plants, possibly potatoes, are also planted in rows. But primarily wheat and that. You also see a few other farmhouses in the distance with other plots holding, you know, farming different things. Like somebody around here is farming grapes, and someone else seems to be farming barley. So it looks like they're not all farming the same thing. As you get out of the building, out of this particular house, you see some of the people working in their fields. Like some of them are actually looking over at you. The mainstay around here that you're seeing are elves and halflings. These appear to be the people that are farming, and they just stop and stare. It's like you see a couple of the elves just kind of poke at each other and point over in Phaedra's direction and seem to be whispering something. And some of the others are gazing at Lunissa, giving her an odd look. Now, down the hill from this, because this appears to be a more highland, you see that a lot of the area around here, and you can definitely see what appears to be a city sprawling before you, is actually in some kind of marsh or swampland. You see a lot of small buildings built out of what looks like reeds that are tightly wrapped together, and you do see gold. There is a large structure, um, near one of the longest parts of a river that's flowing northward. That is definitely made out of gold. It's very opulent, kind of dome structure. It's just sparkling in the sun in the middle of all this.
Who needs a gold structure?
Seems
Yeah.
excessive.
What a
It's just
waste
another
of
material, isn't it?
what a waste of good gold.
Someone is trying to